All right. First of all, we just want to thank you for being here tonight. But more important than that, we want to thank you for your support of our youth ministry throughout the year as we've gone on many different trips and done all these activities. And some of y'all host Sunday nights for us and give us food every once in a while, and we appreciate all that. So we just want to start it out tonight with one of the songs that they used at camp. It's called I Love You, Lord. And the chorus is very simple. So if you don't get anything else by the end of it, you should know the chorus because it does repeat a couple of times. So the youth might not know the verses because I don't think they only did it twice, but this is one I thought we should really share with you tonight. So words will be on the screen over here, and you're welcome to join us as you can.
Invite me to sit down at your table, where I can taste and I can see that you are good and you are always faithful to welcome me, the least of these. Out of the ashes,
second ago was this receiver without the microphone. I apologize for the noise. Should be better now. There we go. We good now? Okay. So I'm going to take it just for now. You don't have to say it. Just take it. And I'm going to take this one. And if it starts doing that, we're just going to kill it. We'll give it one more time, then we're going to quit. All right, turn it off. Never mind. Y'all just got to talk loud. The right sheet. Okay, so it seems like forever ago, we have never done this report this long after we went to Fuge. Normally we do it during the summer, but just other things were going on. And so we actually had a reunion / preparation meeting on Monday to talk about some things, and we're asking questions like, well, who was the speaker, and who was the band, and what were their names? And we're all going like, I don't know, because that was like 2 months ago, and a lot's happened since then. In Clay's words, I've slept since then. So, but anyway, so I just want to ask some questions, and y'all just have to speak up some and tell a little bit about the camp that we went to. First of all, just a little brief information. It was at a university in Murfreesboro, North Carolina, and it depends on where you're from, how you say the name of that university. It's spelled Chowan. Want to make a guess? Okay. All of those are probably acceptable. Chowan is how we were saying it, but then the president of the university said Chowan. So, okay, I'll take either one. I'm guessing it's a Native American heritage in that area, and that's probably a little bit where the dialect came from. Fuge is a camp that it's very tiring. The days are long because breakfast is at a couple of different times, but the earliest is, somebody say it? 7, not 6. 7, there you go. Paula said we had to be there at 6:45. Why? Because we're on Dave's time, and Dave's a pain in the rear sometimes. Anyway, no. One of the things that I do at camp is make sure they know that we're doing these things as a group. It's not individuals, and some youth pastors actually just let their kids go to breakfast and lunch and dinner whenever they want to. We do those things as a group. And to make sure we do that, they have to be there usually about 15 minutes before the actual time of when we can be there, unless somebody was late the day before. Then it starts getting early, some throat clearing going on up here. So, but anyway, breakfast starts at 7, and then for infugers, which is all of us, and we'll explain that in a minute, infuge, our lunch was about, 10:30? Yeah, it's like really early. So, right after breakfast. Yeah, Will said we ate a lot, and we did. So that was lunch at 10:30ish, and then we would go to our mission sites. We not all went to different ones, but I'll tell you the breakdowns in a minute. And we did some different things, and then we'd come back on campus around 4 and have a little bit of free time before we ate dinner again at 5 or 5:30 or 5:15 or whatever time we were assigned, and then we go for worship service, which would start at 6:30 or 7, and then that lasted an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then we had church group devotions, and then at 10 o'clock they said, okay, the whole camp is going to play a big game now, and so you do that, and then you're back at your dorms by 11, and supposedly in bed at 11:30, but who ever went to bed at 11:30? The adults, thank you. What was the latest you went to bed? Brady?
2.
Okay. And he had to get up at what time?
Like 6.
Yeah, to be breakfast at 7. So schedule is very long days. So like I said, Infuse, Mission Fuse is what that stands for. We have 3 different groups that broke up, and the adults broke up with them, but we're going to let the students do most of the talking here. And so first group we'll go with was Knox, Brady, Morgan, and Mitchell. So I don't care who says what, but y'all kind of tell about your day, and you tell as much as you want to about little boys or little girls or whatever. La-da-da, or da's, or da-da-da, or whatever. So just kind of step a little bit closer when you come up and say something. Somebody go Brady.
Okay, I'll go.
Go Brady.
All right. I don't need a microphone. So, we had the track where we helped little kids at a church's vacation Bible school. They didn't have many kids in their attendance, but over the course of what was it, 3 days? 4 days? We saw it was 3.
3
So-
in ministry, yeah.
So the numbers of the kids grew over the couple of days, and it was good. So like, we had to do skits one day, and so I spoke all the days, and Knox came in like the second and third that day, and then Mitchell did some too. Did you do any, Morgan? Morgan didn't. And so
She was there.
she was
stood
there
and did
though.
parts, though.
Yeah, she did. She acted for us. But Knox made friends with what's his name? Alex. That was Knox's huge son, pretty much. And then we had one that was very moody at 2 years old. And so she would just want to go outside, and let's say, okay, let's go outside. And then she would start screaming, and she didn't want to go outside anymore. And so I didn't know what to do. And so she had 5 baby dolls, and each one of their names was da-da-da. And so, miss anything?
You want to tell some of Dada's experiences throughout?
Okay, so one of them's head came off on accident. Something happened. Accidents happen.
Oh yeah, I did fix it.
One guy put in the oven.
Oh, we did dishes.
We did do dishes.
Yeah.
We did dishes. Made balloon animals for the
Oh,
kids.
the owls. The
We
owl
did crafts.
The kids threw water balloons at you.
Who?
At some of them.
They threw it at me.
No, they were inside. Like,
I was inside. It was too hot.
Oh, we all inside. Came back soon.
They threw them at the other kids. Then.
Yes. No.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's got on?
so we were with like the 3 unders, and one day we were coloring pictures of Jesus, and the little girl that Brady was helping with, we asked her if she knew who was on the paper, and she said, "Yeah, that's my grandpa." I just thought that was funny.
Okay. Anything to say?
Just say something.
Just say something. One thing I did do is I help cut the crafts and stuff for the kids, and so I kind of just helped get stuff set up before all the kids came.
They hand you a pile of papers that have little figures on them, and like there's what, 30 or 40 piles of paper, and they hand it all the students. Say, here, cut out all these little people and these little designs and all these little things. So they spend 30, 40 minutes. That's it. So lots of cutting was involved during the day sometimes. Mitchell, got anything to add? No? Okay. So that was one group. It was basically a vacation Bible school. The church was very small. They didn't have many members at all, kind of like the mission church that we worked up in Asheville. Not very many members of the church and no young families. And so to have us come in and help them do a Bible school was just a big deal for them because they didn't have anybody else to do it. And so they were able to make some connections with some families, and hopefully some of those families will continue to come to that church and help that church out. Okay, let's go with Allie and Aiden next. They were a PCY group, which is Painting, Construction, and Yard Work is what it stands for. But they'll tell us what they did.
What we did is, wasn't it like they were helping like the homeless and the people that didn't have very good houses?
Government housing.
All right, so what we did is we went to like the government housing's like main building, like where they had all the supplies, and we helped them with their garage that had sinks,
Toilets,
yeah.
vanities, stoves, everything.
and we helped them move it and organize everything, insulation,
That was in the other room.
water heaters.
That was in the other room. You hadn't experienced that
Doors.
room.
Windows.
There was 1,000 doors in there. One of the other rooms they had piles and piles of paperwork covered in water. Those were annoying. And then about 15 water heaters in a tiny little room that only like 3 people could stand in. And a desk.
And then in another room that I was in one day, I was in there sorting sockets of all types and counting them and taking inventory of screws and all types of other stuff.
And the last day that we were there, we ended up going and we were working in like one of their other sheds that had tons of paperwork that they just piled in there. Half of it had spilled out, and then a lot of broken glass. There's a lot of windows in that room.
They did feed us pizza and Subway though.
And chicken.
And chicken.
Explain the food situation at that site, Will.
So after we had breakfast, 1, 2, and lunch, we left and went to site every day. So the lady was over the housing authority. She was like super nice, And she felt like she needed to do something for us every day since we're out there. I mean, it was pretty hot that week, but we were managing. So she decided every day she had to bring us a meal. So after we ate 3 times already, we got there and we were just like, you just had to man up and fill a plate and eat again. And we sat down, but I will say something for any Clemson fans here. We ate orange watermelon twice, and it was so good.
And yellow.
So,
And yellow.
yeah, and yellow. Well, orange was, the one I chose every day. Yeah, it was really fun experience, and they were super thankful that we came. Really fun.
And since I called him out, I just want to say thanks, and I hope y'all appreciate it as well. Some of you may not know who this is. This is Will and Paula McBrayer. Ike McBrayer is his daddy, so that helps.
Yeah.
But Knox sitting beside him is their son, and Knox has been coming to the group for a while. And Paula has been going with SFUs for a couple years now, and Will has now gone as well. So we thank them for their help. And then, of course, Erica is down there. She's gone a number of years as well. And then my built-in chaperone down the end, Judy, my wife, she goes every year as well. So we could not do FUs without adults. Their requirement for the camp is for every 5 students, you have to have an adult of the same gender. So, of course, we way overloaded that this year. We had 8 kids and 5 adults, but it's all right. We had fun anyway. So, okay, so that was the PCY group, and then we had one more group, which was Ansley and Gabriel.
Okay. We had social work. So during the week, we the first 2 days we went to a thrift store, and we did lots of dishes and lots of organizing the whole time. And we talked to people a little bit, but we're mostly just in the back. And then the last day, we went to a fire station, and we helped wash all the fire trucks. So that was really fun at the end of the week because it was hot outside.
Okay, so that's what they did during the day from about 10:30 until 3:30, and then they driving back and forth between those times. I'm sorry, just get Gabe. You got anything to add? You good? Football wore you out. All right. So, as I said earlier, in the evenings we would go to worship every night, and they had a worship band. Their name was Wages Day. As I said, it's been a while. So Wages Day, and it was a family worship band, and they did a really good job in leading us in worship throughout the week. There was a pastor named Ryan Murphy, and he actually came to our site day 1 and spent some time cutting out figures. He was out on site helping cut out some of the things. So that was good to meet him. But the theme that he's spoken all week, and the theme of the camp is the shirt that I'm wearing, and there's a couple of them around. And if you can't see it, it says, "Into the Light." And somebody want to summarize what that means, into the light, and what the theme of camp meant?
It means like sharing and like going out and sharing the gospel with people and like showing that you are being the light to people.
Okay. He preached on like where does your source of light come from, and how do you radiate it to others. So that was what a lot of his sermons were about during the week. Okay. So as I said, I'm wearing a shirt. This is the theme shirt that they gave us, but you see they all have on, not all different, but a lot of different shirts. Some they sell in the camp store, so they pick those up. One of them they did not sell in the camp store, so Ansley, you want my side, you want your side?
I don't care.
I think we do.
Either way. I think we both.
All right, so as I said, most mornings, if breakfast was at 7, they had to be there at 6:45. Okay. Oh, Brady's breaking it out. Okay. So there's some lovely pictures. I don't know who that guy is. Are they all there?
No.
No. Okay.
They're
Okay.
all great.
So
No.
was it Wednesday? Wednesday, middle of the week or so. So they have to be at breakfast at 7, and so my rule then is 6:45. And so we meet in between the 2 dorms, or maybe it was, I don't know, anyway, 15 minutes early. So we meet in between the 2 dorms, guys on this side, girls on this side, walk out your dorms, meet in the middle. And it is like 2 minutes before the time they're supposed to be there. All the adults most of the adults are there. None of the kids are there. I said most. None of the kids are there. And so I'm looking at my watch, getting a little nervous because, I'm like, I really don't want to have to be the bad guy here. Y'all need to come on. And then I forget, somebody was looking behind me, and I look, and here they come all together walking down the sidewalk. Like I can see them 50 yards away. They're walking towards me, and there's music playing. Like one of them had a little speaker or something, and I was like, "What are they doing?" And as they got closer, I started to recognize what is on some of the shirts. It's all me. So they turned out before camp they had met secretly, pulled all these photos of me off of websites and my Facebook, etc., and had these shirts printed. Oh, and then we also told everybody it was my birthday. Because they had the shirts on, and somebody said something about that. So that was joke number 2. We'll get back to joke number 1 in a minute. So we told me it was my birthday. All day long, people were patting me on the back, happy birthday, and coming out. So I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So my birthday's in October, by the way. It's nowhere near June. So, but that was great. So I appreciated that, the love. That was great. And then there were some other shirts, which you'll see some in the photos as well, that they took together and made together, and some of those will be shown. But speaking of pranks, yeah, let's go to the other one. We go to the other one. We've done some when we went to Glorieta, New Mexico. We decided what can we do to make everybody not know for sure who we are, and we said we're from South Carolina. We're going to New Mexico. Most everybody doesn't know anything about the South. Let's just all pretend we have really Southern country accents, all of us. Now, some people can do it better than others. I think mine is definitely not the best, but a decent one. And so we just started talking like this all the time to all the people that was around us. And no matter what they say, we'd answer them like this and say all this kind of stuff. And we go into our piece and we'll do all these things for you. And we just here to witness Jesus to you, all right? And that's what we say. But one time I remember we were on site and Nolan Rachels was with us. And I said something about, I was trying to get Nolan's attention. I'm going, Nolan. So I went, Nolan. And he turned and I said, what you doing out there? And just as soon as he looked, I switched back to the other. Anyway, so this time, I don't know how it started, but there's a staffer that is assigned to us to be our kind of our leader throughout the week. He helps make sure we're where we're supposed to be for our devotions and that kind of thing. Very nice guy. He's from Kentucky, though, so we won't hold that against him too much. But, you know.
It started by him asking you if you had any kids there, and you're like, I have 2. Yeah.
Well, I said I had 2, yes. Okay. We were talking about children. And he asked me if I had kids or something like that, and I said I have 2. And he's like, are they here? I said, I don't know. Are they? And so he starts looking around, and then he picked, was it Morgan? He picked Morgan as mine, as my kid. No, Knox was with,
No, not
Knox was mine too. Okay. And then, because yours was Brady. Okay. So anyway, this was like Tuesday or so. So the whole week we're acting like they were our children, and they'd be in the store, and Will would text me, say something about your son is wanting to buy something, and I'm like, okay. And it was really his kid, of course, but anyway. So the Thursday night, I think, we finally decided that we were going to break the news to our staffer and tell him the truth, and he kind of, what? He was shocked. He had no clue that we'd done that whole week. So that was great. So now we're already trying to think, what can we do next year? Yeah, what kind of prank can we pull on our staffer next year? I think we do that one a year. That worked. So. Yes, Brady bought him ice cream at lunch every day. Speaking of lunch, somebody tell me about the music mood at lunch. No.
Somebody, there was a piano in there, and they didn't know how to
piano.
play.
Yeah, so,
Not
one of them
musically
did.
inclined.
One of them knew how to play.
One song that he
One
played.
song.
Yeah,
Oh
well,
my
he
God.
knew how to play. At least he could play something. The rest of them were just banging
It was
their
so
feet.
loud. I couldn't take it.
So anyway, lots of good times, laughter and things. After Fuse was over, the Fuse was over Friday morning, and I should have learned this by now. Take a bunch of tired students and what? One more? What? And adults. Tired students and adults. And when camp is over, don't let them go home. That's the best thing to do, is just find something else to do. I grew up in North Carolina. I grew up going to the Outer Banks. We were about an hour and a half away from the Outer Banks. You got to go, right? Yeah. So Jockey's Ridge was stop number 1. Okay? Somebody tell me about Jockey's Ridge, Paula.
Well, when we got there, it was already, that was like the hottest week we had this entire year. It was like over 100 index. Like several of the times we would get get an alert from camp that we had to go inside because it was too hot to do any activities outside. And so here we go, and we've been hot all week, and we pull up, and I looked at Brad, and, I mean, at Erica and Will, and I said, he just brought us to the desert. Like, it looks like, it's the world's largest sand dune, but it just looks like the desert. Like, there's nothing at all but sand. It's just sand. And so, but the kids all went in and bought kites, and we all went out and climbed the sand dune, and they flew their kites, and, we had a really great time. So I was glad that we went, but when we got there.
There was a breeze at the top.
There was a breeze at the top, once you made it.
Yeah.
It took a while.
Actually, 20-minute hike.
It was a 20-minute hike.
It did take about 20 minutes. And then after you drive a while and walk up a sand dune, you got to eat dinner. Of course, you're on the Outer Banks, so you got to eat some seafood. I actually found a really nice restaurant down Oregon Inlet. It was there at the marina, and we had to wait an hour for our table, but they were able to accommodate us all sitting together, so that was great. We had a really good time, really good food. What else? Oh, and then you don't let them sleep in air conditioning either. You put them in tents outside. So that was really great. Paul again. But Erica, what did you have?
A Cobalt fan in our tent.
A battery-powered fan that lasted how many hours? 3 or 4
Not
anyway,
too
so
long. I mean,
it lasted a
last
little while.
night, I mean,
There was only
Lasted a
little
little.
max
So,
too.
but
Boys didn't have anything in there.
Yeah, yours.
We had
Yeah,
to
rip
open
the
up the
thing
whole opening of the tent, just let anything.
they took the fly off the top of the tent because it wasn't going to rain, and that way they got more airflow. So, but then, of course, before that, we were at the beach, and what do you got to do to the beach? You got to go to the beach.
we are getting wet.
I have never seen the show Outer Banks,
Me either.
but I could have after that night because they decided they're going to reenact a lot of the scenes from the Outer Banks while we were on the beach. This is 11 o'clock at night.
Dave, remember when we all
Yes.
go down there, we're like,
We're
we're not
We're
getting
not getting
wet.
wet.
Do not put us in the sand. We're not getting wet.
And I did not.
10 minutes
I had nothing to do with that.
Then we started playing cops and like whatever we started playing, we started throwing each other in the water.
So,
Yeah.
It was crazy.
good times, good times. Showers at the campsite.
We didn't know until we got back.
Outdoor showers and little wooden structures around them. It was great.
They
So,
had this ring. that
openings
you
at the
could
top
pull
and
down.
bottom.
No light in there,
We had to pull
12:30
down
at
this
night.
ring, so we all had a phone in there with us. We had the ring that we pulled down to have the water, and it looked very dramatic. During all this, I did not know where my pants were.
They were back in the tent.
They were in my pillowcase.
Oh, okay, in the tent.
That's
Okay.
the only place that was left.
And then, so that was our Friday evening. Saturday morning, we got up bright and early. Will and I did, and bought tickets for a lighthouse, Bodie, depends on where you're from, how you want to say it. And we were able to climb up a lighthouse and look out around the surrounding area. So that was really cool. You'll see some pictures of that too. And then beach one more time, and then the longest drive home ever, right?
Yeah.
It's only 6.5, 7 hours, but in Clay Walter's words, you never get there at Outer Banks. It takes forever. And it did take a while. We hit Charlotte traffic, of course, on the way back, and yeah, it's fun. But had a good time overall. Anything else to add before we do a slideshow?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he was.
That
Don't-
made it worse.
Everybody else was tired, and he had
Oh,
3
my
Mountain
God.
Dews in him.
Gabriel, because it was buy one, get one, right? So
Buy one, get 2 free.
buy one, get 2 free. What kind of deal is that? You can't pass that up. So we had 3 Mountain Dews.
And he drank them all.
He drank them all within about an hour period.
Next
Yeah.
thing you know, there's trash
And,
all
then,
over the
and
place.
next thing I know, bottles are flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
He chugged this one and we're like, please don't throw up everywhere. Then he starts hitting himself with the bottle.
Yeah, and then he
So
starts
dumb
like-
at this point.
They had fun. Can you tell? So it was a good time. Anything else?
Mitchell got, oh yeah, Mitchell got by the cops.
Oh yeah, Mitchell got
Blank-
caught by the
has
cops.
Mom heard this story yet?
You be telling it.
No, we weren't joking.
You be telling it, Mitchell. No, I can tell.
Go ahead,
Come
Mitchell.
on, Mitchell.
Stand.
All right, get ready for the mic.
So,
This is dramatic.
like
Go to
30.
Go to Mike.
Go to the mic. Come on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, 30 minutes before we went to the gas station, I got some gummies, and then from the gas station before, and then went to the gas station, and I walked in with my gummies, and I didn't use the bathroom.
Then you're walking out.
Then I walked out, and the security guard with these veiny forearms, he grabbed me by the wrist, and he asked me if I paid for those. And I said no. But then I said yes. And then he said, "Oh, you got the wait." What he said? I said I got them from the other gas station. And he said, "Oh, you walked in with those." I was under duress. He was like 6'4". I was scared for my life. Yeah, it gave me PTSD.
Anything else? Y'all can shift around somewhere else if you want to be able to see that.
I want to be able to see. I thought we were going around.
the biggest reason we go, of course, we had some young man join our church a couple weeks ago, and it was because of a decision that he made at camp. Where'd he go? There he is. Mr. Aiden Castles made a decision to follow Jesus at camp. So we're excited about that. And we just want to thank you all for all the support you give us throughout the year and through the times that we're able to do these trips with these students. So that's all I got. All right, let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you tonight just for the student ministry of this church. We thank you for all the support of the members and the financial and prayers and all the ways that they help these children follow the path that you have laid before them. God, as we continue out this school year, not just for our students, but for all of our children and students as well in our county, we pray that you would just help us to find ways to minister and to love and just to help them know that they are loved by you. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.